What's going on, people? Welcome back to Premsy TV. I hope everybody is blessed. Game week 3 is upon us, folks, and Arsenal travel to the Vitality Stadium to take on Bournemouth. I'm going to preview the game, chop it up, and give you guys my predictions. So make sure you stay to the very end. And also, before we do dive into the video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been subscribing and contributing to the channel, whether that's likes, comments, and also guests on the show. So a massive thank you to you, man. If you're new, you know what to do, people. Smash a like and press the subscribe button. It's totally free. We're on the road to 3K and I can't do it without you. So make sure you smash that button. Arsenal versus Bournemouth, folks. Let's get into it. Now, we're going to start with Arsenal because there's a lot of positivity knocking around the place at the moment. And that's from myself included. There's been a lot of optimism going into this season because we've had a very good pre-season. And we've actually took that form into the first 2 games. Against Crystal Palace, we normally know we come unstuck. And it can be a difficult place for us. Zaha's normally terrorising, man. But we stuck at it. We got the 3 points. And then we moved on to Leicester City at home. First home game of the season. And to be honest, brilliant performance. The result was never in doubt. And we got the job done, most important of all. First 2 games, 6 points on the board, contrast to last season. So you got to give a lot of credit to the boys. You got to give a lot of credit to the manager, and you got to give a lot of credit to Edu. And the reason I do say so is because they managed to get signings through the door early, something that I was asking for. And the signings that have come through the door early have been a revelation. For example, Gabriel Jesus, just to touch on him, the movement that he had in that Leicester game set the level, set the tone for everything. He's absolutely everywhere. He's hungry. You can see the desire in him. And that kind of player will lift everybody around him. I've said it time and time again. You can see the likes of Martinelli, all the other players, even a Granit Xhaka, the levels have raised. And that's only because quality has now come in. For me, we still need another 2 players to then start thinking, right, okay, we're going to definitely do something this season. Because if Jesus gets injured, it's a bit of a sticky situation, folks. It's a bit of a sticky situation. But if we can get that different option up front and get a midfielder in, I think we'll stand good for the season. We got Fabio Vieira now, who's come back into the fold. He played 45 minutes for the under-21s alongside Smith Rowe and Cedric. So he's back into the fold. And I'm excited to see what he can offer because I'm hoping, I know it might be a big hope, but I'm hoping he's a Santi Cazorla type player for us because that is a kind of player we've missed in this team for a long time. And if he can give us anything or half what Santi's give us, he'll be a good player. So I'm excited to see what Fabio Vieira can bring into the team. But like I said, we definitely need 2 signings still. Definitely. But moving on to Bournemouth, I just want to give them some praise. You know, newly promoted team is never easy coming up. And they've stuck to their guns to a certain extent. Scott Parker's trusted the players that got him up. He's kept the vast majority of him. He's added a few players to that squad like Tavernier, Neto, Sensi at centre-back, Argentine international. So he has shown trust in his players, which will help with the chemistry. And also, they got a fantastic result against Villa on the opening day. They beat Villa and they deserved the 3 points. Now, they played Man City and got turned over. But most teams that do play Man City are going to get turned over. So, you got to give Scott Parker some credit. Like I said, the game's there's never no easy game in the Premier League. And this game as well, personally, we should be putting him to the sword. Personally, I feel like we need to make the goal tally count in this game and keep a clean sheet because William Saliba, I feel like he's going to be a little bit pissed off that he scored an own goal, and rightly so. Aaron Ramsdale, as we know, we've seen in the All or Nothing documentaries, he gets vexed when he concedes. So there's some sort of incentive there for these players to keep that clean sheet now, and I think that we will. Now, when you come up and you get promoted from a championship team, everybody knows you got your tail up with the first few games. It's never an easy game playing a promoted side within the first few weeks. So we are going to have to be careful. We are going to have our wits about us. But at the same time, these are the teams that we need to be putting the sword to. These are the teams that we need to be absolutely annihilating, just like Man City did to them 4-0. We need to be on the same kind of vibe. If we want to show everybody in this league, we're not here to fuck around this season. The availability of 5 substitutes in every game, and I feel like we need to maximise them. Now, we've got the players like Nketiah on the bench, who has been looking good in pre-season. We've got players like Nicolas Pepe. There's talks on him potentially moving to Nice on loan. But we've got other players in Fabio Vieira, Kieran Tierney. There is options there now. So let's exploit them options and actually use them when they need to be used. Moving on to the Arsenal press conference with Mikel Arteta. Now, he is saying all the right kind of things at the moment, people. He is saying the right kind of things, saying that we've still got room to improve. He's saying that he's just staying very grounded, saying that it's 2 games gone. We've still got a long season ahead of us, and we can't really get ahead of ourselves, to be fair. And that's something that I would like to hear. And that's something that has given me a bit of positivity towards Arteta, because it shows that he's not happy with what's just going on. He's not resting on his laurels. He's looking to keep improving. He's looking to keep pushing the team forward. And also, if there's opportunities there in the window to sign more players, it looks like he will bring them in. Like he said, no players pretty much safe at the club in the press conference as well, that there is opportunity for players to be leaving and going out the door. He also touched on Gabriel Jesus' mentality as well. And for him, from what I was getting, is that the difference between Jesus at City when he was there and the Jesus at Arsenal is that he's matured a lot more as a player. And with him maturing a lot more as the player, he's developed into a bit of a different role as well. He's got developed a different role at Arsenal than what he was at Man City. And to be fair to Gabriel Jesus, like I just mentioned earlier on in the show, he's just been a revelation. Everyone can see it. And I just want to give Arteta credit for getting him, because personally, if we didn't have Arteta, I don't feel like we would have got him over the line in any sense. Europa League football, other clubs knocking on the door for him. Personally, it was just that relationship for me that got it over the door. But let's move into predictions, people. And I'm going to go straight away and say Arsenal will play the same team as the previous 2 games, which should keep us in good stead. And I feel like a 3-0 win is coming. A 3-0 win. I want to keep a clean sheet. I feel like William Saliba, he'll want to redeem himself for scoring that own goal. Aaron Ramsdale, as we know, don't like the look of conceding. So I feel like a clean sheet is on the agenda. We just got to get the goals. If Jesus is firing high again, and Martinelli and Saka now can come into play, because it's been last 2 games. I won't say Saka's been at his best, but now it's time for him to kick on and let us start seeing the Saka of old. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win, people. I feel like it's not going to be an easy 3-0 win, but I feel like there's goals in the game there. And all I've got to say is, come on, the boys. Let's fucking have it.